Jammer's thoughts at the end of the DVD release. Now this guy, like his collection is gonna be serious. This video's 30 minutes. I'm probably to break this up into two pieces. Watch this while I'm eating my lunch here. Because next year, no more wrestling DVDs. I did the reaction that Solid Monster talking about it, the reaction the other day. No more DVDs like I see right here. I had this. Did I have it? What I did with it? No, I had this one. I have WrestleMania 31. A lot of stuff got destroyed because of the damn flood. I'm sure me and you probably had a lot of amount of the same DVDs, but a lot of my stuff got destroyed. So getting that stuff back is a pain in the ass. But anyway.
If you haven't heard yet, the WWE is no longer going to be making DVDs. That's right. The era of going out and purchasing a WWE DVD is going to be obsolete once 2024 hits in just a few weeks. Now, what does that mean for collectors? Well, unfortunately, it means no more. There's going to be no more going to Walmart or to, I don't know, what other stores sell DVDs now. Maybe Target does in the States. I don't know. We don't have Target in Canada at all anymore. So, but you won't be able to pick up any premium lot.
Okay, so him and Nick Daniels are both from Canada. Okay. I think Daniel said he's from Nova Scotia. So at least do like a lot of walking videos, walking around and stuff. But yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
Type events, as they're called now. You won't be able to get WrestleMania 40, so your WrestleMania collection will now go from WrestleMania 1 to WrestleMania 39. That's it. That's all you're gonna get. Now, I was a huge DVD collector years ago. I had a lot, and I had more. I think that was my real big passion for a lot of years. Was the wrestling DVDs, and I think it's because at the time there was no WWE Network, there was no Impact Plus, there was no YouTube that had a lot of stuff on it. Yeah, YouTube was just starting right in the 2006-7 era.
Alright, that was new.
And then you get torrent sites that came out, and they started to release old episodes of Smoky Mountain Wrestling or USWA or WCW Saturday Night, and you start downloading, you start to burn to DVD, and then you start buying these DVDs, and then you start having this giant DVD collection. It's done. It's done now. Everything is just streaming. But I would like to show you guys today a little glimpse of what wrestling DVDs I still have in my collection that I have kept. So for something fun to do. As you can see, the 4 right there that I'm showing, not too spectacular, nothing too special, but they are cool. WrestleMania 23, of course, I was at. I've talked about that before. And those other 3 I just had, and I bought for various reasons of matches I wanted to have in good quality. So let's take a look now at some of, if not all of, the DVDs I have. So I know we're kind of shying away from the wrestling magazines today, but I figured this is still wrestling related. I know a lot of you out there watching this probably have DVD collections, and maybe a few of you even have the lesser extent Blu-ray collections. That's right, WWE did Blu-ray, and I'll show you them as well as time comes. First, this is the big one. This is the one, of course, everyone always wanted back in the day, Ric Flair's DVD set. That sucker was so hard to find when it came out. It sold out like crazy, and I didn't get it until 4 months after the fact. It came out, I believe, in like October or November of 2003. I didn't get it until February or March of 2004. It was a very, very long time. Anyways, but I should show you this. So back then, the matches, and the extras you would get. First of all, look at that, really cool looking stuff. But look at this. Look at all the extras and everything you got on DVDs back in that era. That is a lot of stuff. And at the time, there was no WWE Network, and this was as close as you can get to seeing any rare old footage of Ric Flair from the NWA in the Mid-Atlantic days and whatnot, WCW. So that was kind of neat to see and to own. Another one that
I know, old boy. He said, "You don't want no damn Flair." He took that shit serious. Want no damn Flair DVD. He didn't want that shit at all because of that. Because of them Horseman days. But I remember wanting that DVD just for the '92 Rumble. And he raised hell about that. It's Hogan helping Flair eliminate Sid. That was something. I'll never forget that.
Enjoyed getting at the time. This is Shawn Michaels' first one. It's from the vault. It's a 2-disc set.
Had that one too.
3-disc. But as a Shawn Michaels fan, I knew I had to have this. The only downfall in this, of course, is the editing. It's done like this, but the editing, I mean, they're going to get no WWF mentioning. Things might be blurred if there's a scratch logo or something along the lines. That's kind of a downfall in the early WWE DVDs. That didn't change until 2012 when the WWE got the rights to use WWF in all their old footage, which was nice of the World Wildlife Foundation to allow that, right? Of course,
yeah,
another one that was big back in the day too.
I remember that when early 2000s started blurring out the WWF logo. I was like, I hated that. And then you get it was a re-release or release DVD, and then the freaking the original music ain't in there because Jason was talking about that they replaced some of the music on the theme songs. I hate that.
Get, because we never thought would happen, is the Bret Hitman Hart DVD. This
I think I had
was
that
a long
one too.
time coming because it was the Hitman. We didn't think, look at that, that is awesome, very cool. Look at that shot of Bret, that is awesome. We didn't think we'd ever see another Bret WWE combo ever after Montreal, but here it is, and it is packed as well. It has a story. Like, I think the story is like an hour and a half, close to 2 hours, an actual documentary on Bret and everything.
Yeah, another DVD after that one.
Interviews and matches and moments, and it's a 3-disc set, and it is packed. It's got, the Bulldog match from In Your House and SummerSlam. It's got Bret and Diesel from Survivor Series. It's got Bret and Austin from WrestleMania 13. Unfortunately, the match is messed up with sound picture quality halfway through it. So if you want to see the Bret and Steve match from WrestleMania 13 with good quality, get Dawn of the Attitude. It's on there. That's why I own that DVD for that match, to finally have it in a quality where it's not, the picture and the sound actually add up. Another one which was interesting to get back in that day was this right here. Hollywood Hulk Hogan Still Rules. This was a
I had that one too.
2-disc set.
Oh, that one's probably worth some money.
Right when Hulkster came back, and this is old. This is 2002, I believe this came out.
Yeah, I had that one too.
You're gonna get on here a WCW match. Actually, you get. It's on this side or the other side? Yeah, Bash at the Beach '94 with Ric Flair. That's the only WCW match you get. But you get a lot of Saturday night's main event matches. You get some pay-per-views from back in the day. You get some even early stuff like his Hogan debuts at Madison Square Garden against Ted DiBiase in 1979. Again, this is a cool DVD to have. I had the VHS of this when I was collecting. I didn't, because at the time, a lot of the DVDs were hard to find for some reason. I just never found them, or maybe they were sold out, I don't know, but I had the VHS of it. Maybe because I didn't have a DVD player yet either. That could have been another reason, but I have it now, and I'm very...
You got a DVD player in the early 2000s.
Another one which was exciting at the time was NWO Back in Black.
Had that one too, damn, all the old stuff.
They released a DVD set of the WCW era of the end.
Stop right there. I remember a lot of those came out in the early 2000s. I had most of those. And I let somebody borrow it. I never saw it again. I was pissed. That was a good one. Really, I know that one's hard to find. And if you find it, it's going to be expensive as hell.
WO, it's only 1 disc. You only get 4 matches that are extra. The matches are like, you know, the Bash of the Beach match, a War Games from '96, Nash and Goldberg from '98 Starrcade, and a Monday Night Raw match with Rock and Austin against Scott Hall and Hogan. It's like they could have did a little better for NWO, and thankfully years later they did when they released this 3-disc set. It's also out on Blu-ray. I never got the Blu-ray version of this just because
I have that one.
The Blu-ray
I
extras
have that one right
are
now.
pretty much just interviews and such, and I just figured I don't care. I have the matches I want to see. They're on there. That is good enough. Another funny DVD that came out years ago, in the United States, if you bought Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Anthology,
I never got
you
that
would
one.
get a free wrestling figure, either a Jakks Classic Hulk Hogan in the blue trunks with white knee pads, representing like 1984, 85 era, or you got a Hollywood Hulk Hogan representing the 2002 or 3 WWE era. In Canada, we did get those figures, but we had to pay $30 for them. They weren't free with the DVD, so that was cool.
Oh, wow.
And this is interesting. It's done like this. And I will say this, Hogan went all out on this because it was his DVD. I'm sure his money went into it. Anytime that he said WWF back in the day, they edited it to him saying WWE. And
Wow.
they actually allowed Jesse Ventura to be on there for commentary, because a lot of these DVDs, they edit out the body, because if you have Jesse Ventura in there, that means Jesse Ventura gets paid. So they always edited Ventura out of a lot of the DVDs, unless it was like a WrestleMania where he's commentating the entire show. You kind of have to have him in there. Now, another one, the Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior, that was a shocking one that came out and made the Warrior look like complete shit in it. Anyone who's seen this DVD knows the story.
Of course, I had that when that first came out.
Nothing to do with it. So Vince said, you know, pretty much.
I remember when that first came out. That DVD is actually rare now, believe it or not. I just wanted to go see something. And I actually had that. That made me so damn mad. I actually turned that loose. I think he made when he came back, he made 2 other like 3-disc sets. But that there, oh boy,
Screw the Warrior, we'll have our fun with this and make it about him as a horrible human being. That changed years later when he made nice with Vince in the WWE, and we got the Ultimate Warrior Ultimate Collection. Yes, this is out on Blu-ray. I never got it, never could find it, and when I did find it, it was for a ridiculous price, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. The extras would have been nice to have, but the extras aren't something that's going to make or break me when it comes to this set. I was never a huge Warrior fan. I mean, he was okay. He was charismatic. He had color. His matches were fun because he usually ended them really quick, but I was never a big Warrior guy. So a Blu-ray wasn't needed of that unless you find a good one on, or a good deal on it. And I did with this one. The Ultimate Warrior Always Believe. This came out after Warrior had passed away. It's a 2-disc
that one. I gotta
Blu-ray
find
set.
that one.
It's pretty
that one I don't have.
stacked here. You get a poster too of the Warrior, I believe. I think that's what this is. Let's take a look. Yeah. You get a sweet poster. Like, that's way to go. But yeah, they it's just like stuff you'd see made, like they have, I believe. I hate this. You have to look at them like this. What's on here? Like, there's a lot of promos. I think they have like matches on there like leading up to pay-per-views and stuff, and it's kind of like an unreleased set before the term unreleased came out. Which reminds me now, unreleased. So, the WWE not releasing DVDs anymore, let alone Blu-rays, because that's a thing in the past.
That's gonna be
They
weird.
stopped that a long time ago.
But
you don't get this
with the new stuff, unless it's a greatest collection or something. You ain't rushing to get to worry about no new stuff. But like the old stuff, like the NWO and the classic Hogan DVDs, all that's gonna be hard as shit to find. and the Sting DVDs, and the Goldberg DVD. Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time finding all them. Starcade and everything.
Special unreleased matches. Okay, that is kind of something that is important to a lot of us. Shawn Michaels, the Showstopper unreleased DVD set. Now, by unreleased, that means they've never been on DVD before, and they've never sometimes even been shown on TV. Some of these are house show matches or just taped before the event. The perfect example is this one, the Randy Savage, the Unseen Matches of the Macho Man. You get in here like,
I don't have that one either.
I'm trying to see here. Probably disc 3 might be our best.
I have a Macho Man DVD.
Yeah, like, okay, some of the matches include like Randy Macho Man Savage and Mr. Perfect versus Giant Gonzalez and Mr. Hughes. That took place before a taping of WWF Superstars in 1993. So yes, you get the WWF Superstars. If you watch the WWE Network or if you watch Superstars as a kid, you know every week they would air an hour-long show on syndication of WWF Superstars, and you saw the matches. Well, you only saw the matches they showed you because those tapings, from the sounds of things, were like 3-4 hours long. Because not only were they taping like 2-3 weeks of TV, they were also giving the fans other matches. They were testing out matches as well. You know, is these two guys going to work well enough to put them on a pay-per-view or on TV? Let's have a match before we start recording or after. But the thing is, they recorded every match, and that's how you get the unreleased stuff. Another unreleased one came out with Roddy Piper, the unreleased matches of Roddy Piper. It's a 2-disc set. It's not the greatest, to be honest. There's not a lot of matches on there that are like, oh my god, I need to see that. But it goes nicely with this, Born to Controversy, the Roddy Piper story. This was the first Piper one that came out, and it is stacked. It's 3 discs, and you get so much. Like, disc 1 is like a 90-minute story on the Hot Rod. Then you get matches galore from, like, you know, Portland, from Mid-Atlantic, from Starcade, the infamous dog collar match. You get WrestleMania stuff. You get all the early WWF stuff, right? Anything like Saturday Night's Main Event, the WrestleManias, anything that had to do with Piper that was big. And of course, disc 3 is just Piper's Pit galore. So much Piper's Pit. That's a lot of Piper's Pit. But yes, I say if you have this, if you have Born to Controversy, then pick up getting Rowdy unreleased matches of Roddy Piper. If you don't have this, don't bother getting this. It's nothing special. It's just like a lot of, you know, Piper's Pit stuff again. Roddy Piper's action figure commercials when he was doing the Hasbro things and all that. It's stuff you could probably see on YouTube and you don't have to pay money for, but
yeah, back then, man, they had a lot of 3 discs and 2 disc sets, so those were gonna be worth something.
Had the one, I had to get the other. Other things now. Let's take a look into a deeper collection here of this. Here we go. The first ever Randy Savage DVD that came out. This was the Macho Man Ultimate Collection. This has all the big pay-per-view moments.
If I don't have it, my buddy has
his first match with the company and everything, and WCW stuff. It's a solid DVD. Also, Jesse the Body Ventura's commentary is included on that set, as well as Piper's, as of course as Hogan's. So the big name stars, and Warriors too, for his, not the second one, the Blu-ray Warrior, since Warrior had passed away. Dana Warrior didn't bother, I guess, getting paying the rights for Ventura, but Warrior himself did for sure, because Jesse's voice is on the first, on the big Warrior when you know, this one, where's it at? That one there. So that one does have Jesse's commentary.